Hello all my Sun, Moon, and Rising Virgos, welcome to my channel. Today I'll be doing your reading for the first half of November 2018. This is a generalized reading, so if you're interested in a personal reading, you can email me with the email I have below, or you can book a reading off of my website, and I'll leave that down below too. So I hope everyone is enjoying their Samhain/Halloween. For today, I have two divination tools that I'll be using for this video. So I have the Tarot of the Nymphs, and I also have my runes. So I'll pull out my runes towards the end of the video. I hope the sun isn't bothering you. I'm trying to cover it with my head. So I haven't pulled out any cards. You can skip this part if I take a while. And I don't flip the cards over until I get all the cards for the spread. I'm getting that it's an important time of the year for some of the Virgos. A lot of planning. And I'm also getting the word strategic, so strategic planning maybe. And a lot of effort going into certain things in your life. In your subconscious, you have the Knight of Wands. So this is a really ambitious card for you. And I feel like with this energy that you really want to get this task done. And you're doing as much as you can to put towards it. I'm also getting that you may not have all of your resources at this time. So you're doing as much as you can on your own before you get those resources. With the environment card being the Six of Cups, I am feeling like this is more of envisioning some type of thing that you were looking forward to in the past is now coming into the future. And for your further future, we have the Ten of Cups. And the Ten of Cups is going to be an important card for you guys, probably the most important, because there may be times where you feel like maybe this is a bit too much at this time. Maybe I should hold this off. I didn't do as much as I could do or as much as I need to do without the resources. So it can be a good time to back down from whatever this is. But I'm getting that no matter how strenuous it is, it's going to be worth it in the end. Again, with the Ten of Cups being in the further future. But starting with the present, even though I mentioned a couple of other cards, in the present we have the Three of Cups. And the Three of Cups are going to be people that are helping you or people that are supporting you during this time. It is going to be stressful, even though they can't do a lot. At least you can be able to vocalize some of those stresses to other people, or maybe they will be able to help you in some way, but I don't think it's going to be direct. So the overall energy I'm getting is the Magician. Now the Magician is part of the major arcana, so I feel like this is going to be for a soul purpose, with the major arcana being more of the soul purpose, the life path, and then the minor arcana with the Pentacles, Swords, Wands, and Cups being more of everyday experience. So in your past, we have the Nine of Swords. So this is, for me, it's like you want to receive messages, you want somebody to talk to you or get more of those resources and give it the okay, but it doesn't seem like it's happening right now. or that it was happening in the past too. And in a sense, it does feel like it eats away at you because it's something that you really want, and when you really want it, you want it as soon as you can get it. Usually, sometimes you're patient knowing that it's going to come in the end, but there can be apprehension with that too. I'm going to pull 3 cards for that card. So we have the Moon card for your past, your present, the 5 of Swords, and then we have the Empress, which is more of a future card, even though it's in the past. So I'm actually going to read these cards as a whole. So being able to know if you're going to be able to come up from this, even though you know that there's growth there with the Empress. And I hope it isn't too dark. Sorry, I don't usually film during the day. So in the immediate future, we have the 6 of Swords. And the 6 of Swords is going to be another important card because it's what you're going to take with you. So the swords can be of the mind. It can be communication. It can also be what you're conquering in your life, what you can get past. So with this, it is more of the mind, and it's the mindset that you can carry out throughout this time where you are working towards this goal. And I'm going to pull out 3 cards for this too, or for that card. So we have the 6 of Pentacles, the Knight of Swords, and the 5 of Swords. The 5 of Wands. So with this one, it can be compromises and waiting to receive what you haven't already. The Knight of Swords is going to be a strong card for you, and pairing it up with the Knight of Wands. Now these are 2 cards that are very energetic, and I feel like it's going to be helpful for you because it's that extra oomph towards the end where you really want to go towards the finish line. At least in the immediate future, there's still work that needs to be done, but at least you'll get certain things done that you're planning on. And in the immediate future, we have the 5 of Wands. Part of that past, present, and future of the cards that I pulled out, describing the immediate future of the 5 of Swords too. So this can be a little bit of a bumpy road, some difficulties, but not fatal difficulties. So if I'm comparing it to a wand and a sword, swords are much more sharp than wands. So it's more of like a baton. It's like you get hit with it, but it's going to be okay. I'm going to pull out these 2 cards together. So this is the subconscious, the Knight of Wands, and this is the conscious card, the 3 of Wands. So both fiery. What's nice about the subconscious and the conscience is the subconscious can tell you a lot about the conscience, of why you're thinking about things, acting a certain way, doing things maybe a little differently. I feel like there is an energy shift and you're a little bit out of your element. The patterns that you're going through right now aren't the usual ones. Not saying that you have a mundane life, but definitely out of the ordinary, and that's noticeable. So this can be anxiety of waiting for something to come in that you put your work towards. So in the karmic position, we have the 4 of Swords, and the 4 of Swords is going to be a good, I I suppose, ending with this, even though the further future is the Ten of Cups, and these go hand in hand. But with the Karmic card, it's going to be able to be the peace of mind that you're looking for and being able to rest after the Three of Swords. And the Three of Swords is a stressful card. There's a lot weighted on you, and that weight is going to be lifted. And I do feel like the anxieties are going to be... You're definitely going to feel less anxiety once you finish these things. So we have the Seven of Swords, the Seven of Cups, and the Four of Wands. So again, with the journeying, take what you need and leave the rest behind. This is definitely with advice, communication, things in your mind. So certain stresses you can let go of because you don't need them, especially right now, since there's a lot going on. The Seven of Cups is one where there's more than one choice. So you might feel a little backed in the corner as of right now, but once you feel like you get more of your resources gradually, you're not going to feel like that anymore. And there's more options than you think. And then in the further future, we have the Four of Wands. And I'm saying immediate future, further future. I'm calling it as I feel with the cards. And also I'm pulling out more cards, and then there's the main spread that I have. So the Four of Wands, with being able to have some teamwork and working together to have that outcome that you're looking for. I feel like you will have an outcome that you're looking for. It may not be exactly what you wanted, but it is going to be one where you're going to be content. So for the hopes or fears, I'm going to put this up with the Seven of Swords. I feel like energetically they work well together in this reading. The Queen of Pentacles is a really nice card for you to have right now because it's more of an understanding, and it's I say maturity loosely depending on the way it's being used in the reading, but it is more of understanding certain limitations and understanding what you have and what you don't have, but still being content and being able to use your resources wisely. So I'm going to pull out 3 more cards, and then I'm going to get my runes. 3 is going to be an important number for you. I feel like I pulled a lot of 3s, and I usually pull out 6s, sometimes 5s. But I do feel like this is more of divine guidance with this. You're not really sure what you're doing, especially with the Moon card, but you're trusting the process, which can be difficult because I know with Virgos, it's like a working energy. Constant movement, if not in the physical movement, the movement of the mind. So the 3 cards, the 5 of Cups, the Page of Swords, and the 2 of Wands. So these are lower numbers, and even with the Court card, which is this one, so it's Page, Knights, Queens, and Kings. And this is coming from the sword suit, and this is giving me the indication that you put some work towards something in order to get a response, in order to get that resource, and then you can start planning more and gradually building up this empire that you're envisioning. There's a lot of visualization, which is good. It's good for manifestation, but it's also, when you're in the physical realm, you're going to have to put a lot of work into it too. It's not just going to, it usually doesn't just come to you unless it's something that's like that. But in this case, I do feel like that there's going to be work to put towards it. So although it feels like it's coming towards the end, in a sense, it really has just begun. So I have my runes. So there's definitely going to be something that's a catalyst that helps you besides you. So we have AWAS, and for those who are familiar with the runes, there's different names, so you can use those names. So this is something that will help you towards your endeavors, and that was in the past, that it kind of launched this whole thing, that it was already preconceived in your fate if you believe in it. So not going to try to push that, but in the present we have Faery, and this is going to be something that I feel like it's going to be a resource, something that is a gain that'll help elevate your status, or that'll help elevate the game that you're, I don't want to say game that you're playing, but what you're trying to do. So in the future, and I feel like this is going to be an immediate future, that you're going to see more results than you think. There's still more coming, but you will see some immediate results. So I hope that was helpful. Thank you guys so much for watching. I hope that you guys are enjoying your holidays, and I'll see you in another video. Bye.